Hello, what's up, my beautiful people? This is your boy Ola Mikel back again with a brand new video. And in this episode, I'm gonna show you guys how to mix and master your Afro beat, as one of my subscribers asked me to do. So without wasting much time, subscribe to my channel if you are new to it and turn on the bell notification to get notified anytime I upload new content. And also don't forget to like and share this video. Let's get started after this intro. Okay guys, welcome back once again. Before we set the ball rolling, let's take a listen to the beats we have here. Okay guys, as you guys can see, the sounds have not been processed yet. It's all in its raw stage. Yes, so you guys, I made a video previously on 3 steps to consider before starting up a mix. Yes, if you haven't watched that video yet, I recommend it to you guys. Go back and watch that video before you come in here, because in that video I did a lot of explanation to on how to start up your mix. Yes, so you should, yes guys, you should. It's a must thing, man, because I'm not going to give you guys a lot of details in here because I've already done that. So let's get started. So before we start the whole thing, what I normally do is I select all my sounds this way and then pull them all the way down. Yes, I pull them all the way down, and on my master channel I pull up the fader all the way up. Yes, I'm not going to tell you the reason why I do this because I've already done that in my video, so you should go and watch it. Yes, after doing it this way, I'm going to bring my sounds up one after the other. So let's start pulling up the drums first. These are my drums and these are my keys. So let's start. First of all, let me put this to the left. Yes, it's part of the drums, man. Okay, so I'm gonna bring the sounds up one after the other. So let's start with this. Let me select this busy part. This is the chorus part, so that is the busy part. So when you are mixing your project, make sure that you select the busy parts. Yes, because that's where all the sounds are normally crowded. Let me use that word. So I'm going to loop that side. Okay guys, I think this is okay for me, and I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the keys. So did I say kiss? No, I did not say kiss. I said keys, Keys. Yes guys, so I'm gonna bring up my keys one after the other. Okay, with this, what I'm actually going for is I want my drums to overcome the keys. I don't want the keys to overcome the drums. Yes, because that is my taste. Yes, when it comes to mixing is as I said in my previous video, you need to trust your ears when you are mixing. Yes, your taste, that is what you need to go for. So in this with this project, I want the whole beat, I want the drums to overshadow, not that much, not to overshadow the the keys that much, but something something nice. So I'm gonna put them one after the other for us to listen to it. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually panning it to the left side. Yes, you should watch this side. Watch this hint panel here. So you're going to see that I'm doing a 40% panning to the left. Yes, that is where my eyes are. So that is why yes. Okay. I've done a 40% panning to the left side. Okay, with this one also, I'm gonna pan it the same way, 40% to the left. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm giving it a space. Yeah, I'm giving it a space for when the vocalist or the artist is throwing some bass on the beat. The artist is going to feel free to drop out his lyrics on the beat. So I don't want it to sound overcrowded. When the artist is singing, it's going to get confused and other stuff. That is why I'm panning most of my sound, or I'm panning some of the sounds to the left and the right side of the stereo. So that is the reason why I'm doing this. Okay, I think with this one I'm going for 30% to the left. Okay, let's take 21% to the right. Okay, with with the next section, I think the whole thing is here, so I'm going to play this section and then remove the faders up. This is my shaker, so let's move it to the left side, so to the drums. Okay, with this one it's here, so let me put the bar over there and let's I want it to be, not that, because it has, this room space in it. Like, it has a lot of reverb in it. Okay, this is the yes. Whoa, guys, we're actually making a progress, guys. Yes, make sure to watch this video to the end, because I've got some bonus for you guys. I've got some bonus at the end, so make sure. Maybe it's not going to be at the end, maybe it's going to be somewhere in the middle, so if you try skipping, bro, you are going to miss a lot. So the next thing is we are done leveling. The next thing is adding EQs to the sounds. So I'm gonna start with the drums as well, so let's take a listen with the master fader at its normal. Yes, when you listen to the beats, you realize that all the instruments are playing. Other instruments are not fighting with other instruments for space, but with the bass and the kick, they are actually at the same. Let me use at the same, or they have the same frequencies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that whenever the kick plays, the bass gives it space for the kick to shine through the mix. So that is what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to start with the bass and the kick. That is, I'm going to sidechain the kick to the bass, or the bass to the kick, other way around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the kick, then right click this little arrow pointing up, and then click on sidechain to this track. after sidechaining, come back to the oh guys, I think I made a mistake. So whenever you make a mistake, all you gotta do is just click on the arrow again and it's gonna deselect it, and then so sorry, this is the kick. Sidechain, yes. Yeah, so on the kick side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to EQ, I'm going to cut off some. It's Ola Mikel, the youngest producer. Yeah. Now the next thing is I move back to the bass section and then put an EQ on it. And then the next thing is I open my Fruity limiter, and then now what I'm going to do here is on the side chain, make sure whenever you open the Fruity limiter and yours is on limiter, make sure you click on the compressor section here. Now be here, and then it's going to take you to the compression side. So on the side chain section here, I'm going to right click and then side chain it to the kick, and when I'm done doing that, I'm going to make sure the attack is all the way down, release is all the way down, sustain is all the way down. And now what we are going to do here is we are going to play around these three knobs here: the threshold, the knee, and then the ratio. So let's first of all let me make it very big so that we work with it, we see what we are doing. So where the whole thing is peaking, that is where I'm going to compress a little. I'm not going to compress it that much, so I'm going to compress it very, very little, like not that much. And then I'm going to take the knee all the way down like this. Then Okay, that is it, guys. That is it. So let's take a listen without these two these two plugins. This is how it sounds without the plugins, and this is how it sounds with the plugins. So let's take a listen with everything. Yes, guys, this is actually sounding good. Make sure to use headphone, because if you play this using your phone speakers, believe me, you're not going to hear much details. So the next thing is we are going to EQ the percussions. We are going to cut some unwanted frequencies, Yeah. Okay, after that, one of the most plugins I really like to use, like in all my mixes or in all my mix, like let's say when I'm mixing my percussions, my drums, these I don't do away with this plugin. It is called Transient Processor. This is the plugin. Yes. So what I normally do is I take a listen and then bring the release all the way down like this. Raise the sustain up a little, the attack up a little bit. It makes it sound, tight. Yeah. So let's take a listen with all the instruments. Yes, so the next thing is this. Let's EQ it. Okay. With a hi-hat, I'm not going to, do much. I'm just going to take away some little bit of the unwanted frequency. I cut the lows and then take a listen with it. Ooh, guys, we are making a progress, man. We are making something. We are actually making something. So this is the next thing. It actually sounds telephonic, which we don't want. And then use the transient processor. Bring the release all the way down, the attack all the way up. Then this is how it sounds. Whoa. Yes. Okay. With this, I'm only going to take this part off, like a little bit. Yes. That's okay, and then so this is how it sounds. Ooh. Okay. Let's move to the shakers. Just take a little bit. This is also an EQ. This only has a 3 knobs here, which you can work with. So yes, with the shakers, I really love the whole thing. I really love the sound. So let's open it a little bit. So with the shakers, I did not do much. Only just I cut off some low ends from the whole thing. Whoa guys, this is very interesting. So this is the the clap. For the clap, let's take just this side, just a little bit. Yeah guys. Now let's take a listen to it with all the sounds. Well guys, this is very nice. Now let's move to the keys. Yes, these are already, these are samples which are used, and they are already they've already gone through processes, so I'm not going to do much processing to it again, because they've already gone through processing. They've already passed through the basics. Let me use that word. So all that I'm doing is I listen to the sound. If I'm supposed to cut the highs, then I cut them. If I'm supposed to cut the lows, then I cut them. So let's take a listen. Whoa, guys, this is fantastic, man. This is fantastic. Yeah. I really like it. So now let's take a listen to the whole thing. Oh, guys, like this is like, you know, this is a progress. Yes, this is really a progress. Now I'm gonna take a listen to my drums again, and then pan some elements to the left or to the right side. Then we move on to the mastering stage. Now I've got this and then this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to span this all the way to the right 30% and this all the way to the left 30%. Yeah, just to give me that broad field, Yeah, so and then I'm going to make this the lead. Yeah. And one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group. Let me make this thing big. Come to this side and then create a group and call it let's say drum bass. To this side. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all these drums and then right click to this and then route to this track only. That is it. So whatever we do to this this is going to take it and give it to these guys. Yes, I hope I'm making sense though. So let's make our drums sound hard. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my parametric EQ 3. Sorry, my fab filter first. Yeah, that is my fab filter. I think I have these. Let me use this preset. Yeah. Yeah. So the next thing is I'm going to select Pro Q, let's go with it. Drum bass presets. So as you guys can see here, we have a lot of headroom to work with. So when you are, when you are mastering it, you are not going to, peak. Let's say, let me use that word. So first of all, let me clear off this one. Let me delete this. Yes, guys. Yes, you can see that we have a lot of headrooms. If you haven't watched my previous video on about 3 steps to consider when mixing, you need to go and watch it, guys. You need to go and watch it. So what I'm going to do next is, yes, with the drum bass, after the EQ, lest I forget, I always put my SSL compressor on it. It's a Waves plugin. Yes. And then I select a preset called Richard, Chucky, subtle, I don't know what this is, subtle glue. It's gonna glue the whole thing together. Now listen to it. Let me solo them, then take a listen to it. So take a listen with and without it. Yeah, I know you guys said the whole thing. Yes, it's going to glue the whole sound and make it one. Yes, so that is it, guys. So let's move to the mastering section. So with the mastering section, what I normally do is I start with my EQ. Yes, guys. FabFilter is a free plugin, guys, so you should get it. So what I normally do is, first of all, let me make it detach. Then yes. So I take a listen to, some unwanted frequencies in the whole thing. So first of all, boost it up. I don't boost them up like this when I'm listening. I always put them down. Yes, I always bring it down. Then I take a listen. Yeah, this side is really good. Cause take a listen. This is something which I don't want. So what I'm going to do is, make a dynamic. Yes, guys, that is it with the EQ. And the next thing I do is I add my SSL comp to glue the whole thing together. SSL. And this time I don't use the chalky glue, but I use this preset here called mastering. And with this, I'm actually going to make sure that this thing here, as you guys can see, this meter here doesn't go beyond the 4, this 4 dB. It's going to stay in between 3 to 4, but not beyond 4. So let's take a listen. Yes, in this way it's going to keep a lot of the dynamics in the song. Yes, it's not going to take a lot of the dynamics out, because the dynamics are really, really important in the mix. So that is it, guys. So the next thing is I pull up my chroma tape, and now what I do to this is I choose a preset called, first of all, come to the mastering section, choose a preset called mastering clean and open. Yes, when you choose that preset, you are going to have noise in the mix, and this noise, I don't really like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this noise knob here all the way down to eliminate it, because if you leave it that way and then you start, when you get to the limiting stage, it's going to have a lot of impact to the sound, so we don't like it. Yes guys, it is very, 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 very interesting. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to select my S1 imager, and then what this does is it gives, or it widens the whole thing. So let me show you guys. Yes guys, it widens the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like 1 point. Where's my point? Yeah, 1 point, like 20. Yes, and then widen it like this. Yes guys, I hope you are really, really watching this, because this video is a very helpful video, guys. And the next thing is I'm going to open my L2 Ultra Maximizer. Yes, with this I'm going to set the ceiling to -1.0. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to bring the threshold all the way down to where it's be watching this side. I want the whole thing to be playing from this 0 to maybe 3 to 6 a little bit. So that's what I'm actually going for. So this is what I'm watching. Yes guys, I know you guys really, 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 really liked it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. It is very important, so when I post any content, you are going to be the first to be alerted or to be notified. So let's take a listen to the whole thing again.